One question I get asked a lot as a PCOS dietitian is how insulin resistance relates to PCOS. So let's break this down a little bit. Insulin's a hormone. It's something that goes from one point in your body to another to tell your body a message. And the message it's sending is that energy is available. Now, your body does different things with that message. The first thing it does with that message is it takes that message and tells cells stores to open up and take in energy. Okay. The second message that it sends, and the one that may be more frustrating for some of us, is it sends the message that energy is available and abundant, so store some of it as fat. Now, oftentimes I have patients tell me that their doctor says they don't have insulin resistance. They've drawn A1C, they've drawn fasting blood sugar or fasting blood glucose, that's the same thing, and those numbers are within normal range. Now, what I would like to propose is that we're asking the wrong question when we're drawing those labs. The question that we're asking with those labs is your blood sugar within range? Is your body keeping a capability of keeping your blood sugar within a certain range? The answer oftentimes is yes early on in insulin resistance. That's why you're not diabetic yet or even pre-diabetic yet. Your body's still doing an okay job keeping those overall numbers within range. Whether they're within range and optimally within range, that's two different things, but that's not even the question that I would like to pose. The question I'd like to pose is how much insulin is it taking to keep that number within range? Because for one individual, maybe it's 3 insulin, and for the other, it's 30. Okay, and insulin, remember, it sends messages. Take in energy, energy's abundant, store some for later. One of the problems with insulin resistance and PCOS is how high levels of insulin to get the same job done, to keep the same number of blood sugar floating around in the blood, has an impact on other areas of the body. And one of the areas that it has a high impact on is the ovary. When your body has high levels of insulin, your ovary starts pumping out more testosterone. So it's really important when we're talking about insulin resistance and PCOS to not just talk about what it is and how to test for it, but what can we do about that? We want to improve our insulin resistance so that we can not store as much fat, or weight loss can be more easily accessible for us, and so that we can improve the symptoms that are related to high levels of testosterone. So if you're hearing this and you're like, yeah, that's me. I struggle with weight loss. I struggle to maintain a healthy weight. I struggle with symptoms of high testosterone, like my hair falling out. If that's you, just know that working on insulin resistance is a way to improve these symptoms that are so frustrating. Stick around for our next video where we're going to talk about different ways that you can impact insulin levels.